copying Daisy, aren't you, really?
Oh, because
Oh, it's the she's never seen a lawnmower.
Well, obviously not. No.
Hello and welcome to Rosie's Knitting Shed. I'm Rosie, and if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop. It's all written down below in the box. My mum's here.
Hi.
Finally. When was the last time you were on? Ages and ages ago.
Ages.
So hopefully she'll have some finished objects, more than what I've got anyway. Yeah, so we are in my old shed. That isn't mine anymore. It's Mum's. And I have to say, I do think mine, well, it was mine. It did look better.
I like it white.
You like minimal, don't you? Whereas I like lots of things. Tat. Yes, so are you going to do your finished objects first?
You do yours first.
Why?
I don't know. Why me?
Don't know.
I haven't got many. Even though I haven't been knitting much.
Dog's
really.
chewing a rock now.
This is my Macoro shawl by Paul Cook, who is also known as Burly Pearly.
No, but do you want me to hold it this way?
And it's like a chevron scarf, which is, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So, which is in Rosie's wool, which is the
Winter Jasmine Fairy.
Winter Jasmine Fairy colourway.
Very neat.
2 balls, two skeins of yarn.
Is it? It looks massive.
Yeah. 2. I think I actually got a pair of socks out of what I had left.
Oh, so you did like one and
I think so.
over a half.
I think so. I can't quite remember.
Oh, very nice.
But it's in like a greeny. I don't know whether you can see. It isn't really showing up that well, is it?
I think it is.
No, it's showing up more yellow.
It's like yellowy green, and it's got some flecks of purple.
It's definitely green.
Was it easy to knit?
Yeah. Just follow pattern.
Lots of yarn overs.
Lots of yarn overs. Yeah, and then it's like you just change direction every thing, and then up and then up.
Oh yes, it's like a zigzag.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's the second shawl I've done of his.
He had a podcast, didn't he?
He did.
But now he doesn't podcast anymore, does he?
No. I think he's on Instagram, isn't he, with his travel.
Burly Pearly. Does he still have a YouTube video channel? Or has he deleted it?
I don't know whether he's deleted it or not, but he's not on it.
Have a look though, it's really good. If you have a look on YouTube for Burly Pearly. Is it Burly Pearly Knits or just Burly Pearly?
Burly Pearly, I think.
Burly Pearly, and he has a podcast. But yeah, he's stopped doing it, hasn't he? Go on then.
And also, I have 3 pairs of socks that I've knit in Rosie's wool. This is the Geranium Fairy. Is that right?
No, just geranium.
Geranium colourway. Okay. I've just noticed that there. Look at that. That's not neat, is it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened there. And basically just sort of ordinary socks. Slip, knit one, slip one. No, that's not right. No, just ordinary heel flap and gusset, just knit, and just a very small rib with just a little bit. So they're really quite short, really. So they're lovely. I've not worn them. And these are the Pine Tree Fairy.
Yeah.
Colourway. Similar thing, a little bit longer, I think.
Oh yeah, they are a bit. You've done a longer rib on that one.
Yeah, longer. Yeah.
Knit 2 purl 2 rib.
Yeah. What about the heel? What heel have I done?
Ordinary.
Ordinary. Okay.
Heel flap and gusset.
Okay. And these, which are in the
Crabapple fairy.
Crabapple fairy. Crabapple fairy.
Don't you hold them?
And I have done the knit one, slip one heel.
Yeah.
Flap. A little.
And
rib.
you've done a short rib.
Yeah, it's basically the Rose City roller sock pattern, but instead of just the roll top, I've done a rib, a little rib, but they are short. Look at that there as well. What have I done there?
So what?
Seems to be a thing.
Why is it a thing?
On every sock.
That's weird, isn't it? I don't get that, I don't
I'm
think.
probably not doing something right.
I don't get that.
No, I haven't got it on those.
I pick up like 3 extra stitches in the corner though.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I may have worn them. And the throw that I finished. I started in 2020, just before the pandemic. It's taken me 2 years. And it's on the bed at the minute. It's too big, too heavy.
So I'll insert a picture here.
I'll send Rosie a picture.
And I'll put it in here.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really all
Shall I do my finish objects?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I am wearing a finish. Oh, I moved the camera. I'm wearing a finish object. Woo! And this is my Salty Air Tea by Samantha Gurin. Gurin? I can't get her name right. It might be right. I don't know. Yeah, so I have been using Somerset yarns and I have faded, and I'll stand on the chair in a minute.
Oh, no.
So, why?
Oh, and you can't stand on that.
I'll give it a go. Yeah, so it's a lace pattern up the top, and I never went wrong once in the lace pattern.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I've blocked it, and I think I've over blocked it, but I don't really mind. It's big. I like it big. I faded the sleeves as well, which I won't do again. It's faffy. It's hard work fading the sleeve.
Yeah.
And then it looks a bit messy underneath, but it's not too bad now it's been blocked. The dog's scratching. Dotty! Yeah, and the same on this side. It's a little bit messy. Messier than my normal sleeve, underarm.
Yeah.
But that's because I've never faded a sleeve, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, so...
Is it quite tight?
The sleeves are a little bit tight, but they're alright.
My ranunculus is tight.
They're alright. Yeah, and then I faded it into the bottom. I'm going to try it.
No. Rosie. Oh my goodness, don't stand on the end.
So the bottom, I faded it obviously 3 colours, and the bottom has a bit of stellina in it, so it's a little bit jazzy at the bottom and glittery.
Can you see the glitter?
Don't know, can you see it on the camera?
I can see it here, but...
Yeah, so it's just got a little bit of stellina in, whereas the other two, the other bits don't. But I don't mind that. I don't mind a bit of mix and match.
Nice.
Because the colours go quite well, don't they?
Mm.
Yeah, so I did a twisted rib for the top. And I don't know if that was in the pattern. I just do that on everything. Because I like it. I like twisted rib. It looks really neat in my eyes. I did the twisted rib on the sleeves. And I made the sleeves up as I went along. They're not actually how the sleeves are meant to be, I don't think. I think they were much higher, the sleeves, but I like them a little bit longer. And then, I didn't do a twisted rib on the bottom, I just did a garter stitch edging.
Lovely.
Yeah. I don't know why I did a garter stitch edging.
I love the pattern.
But it goes well over my bum, and I like my bum hidden, whereas it's a cropped tee. I don't know why I'm still doing it. On the pattern it is a cropped tee, but I kept knitting, and maybe I went a little bit too far knitting. Do you think it's too long?
No.
It's like a tunic.
No.
So I don't think I could wear it with like jeans, because it looks like a sort of a dress thing. It goes quite past my bum, doesn't it?
Mm.
But yeah, I like it.
I'll try it on later.
Oh, are you? What, are you going to knit one?
No.
Why?
How many balls of wool?
Well, that's 3, isn't it?
3. Yes, 3. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, did I say what yarn I use?
That colour is my favourite.
This one, yeah, I like that one.
Mm.
That's why I put it at the top.
Mm.
I use Somerset yarns, and I can't remember the colourways. I have no idea what the colourways are. I never keep the tags, and I should keep the tags. But it was Somerset yarns.
I'll write it down at least.
I should be a better person and keep the tags. You write all yours down, don't you?
Yeah, it's not perfect.
Yeah, so that's one finish object. I did the size 5 because I'm a tighter knitter. So I always do a couple of sizes up of what I usually would do, but keep the needle size because I like the gauge of the tighter gauge. So yeah, so I just do a couple of sizes from what I'd normally be. Yeah, then that's it. And I love it. I've worn it quite a lot, haven't I, this summer. Yeah, it's one of my favourites now.
It's quite warm today though.
I know, I'm a bit hot. But I had to show it on the podcast. What's the dog? Dottie! Come here. She's in the bush. Oh, there you are. Are you coming in?
What have you been doing?
Being naughty. You naughty girl.
That's it.
She's reversing. Yeah, so my next finished objects are... So, I finished these a while ago, but I actually forgot to show them on my last podcast because I forgot about them. Oh, sorry. That was loud.
You did knit me some.
Oh, yeah, I did. But it's the same as them. So
Same
just,
as those.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have knit Aidan some socks. I've got my blockers. And he's worn them a couple of times since. And I think that's why I forgot about them. Because usually I keep them to the side so I remember to podcast about them. But he's been wearing them. So, these are the Simple Skype Socks by Adriana Koo, maybe. I'll write the name here. So this is my yarn, and I just did a random skein of yarn that I just dyed for Aidan. And they are sort of ribbed, aren't they? They're like ribbed.
Nice.
Well, they are ribbed. They're ribbed, but then in each rib, they've got like a pattern.
Let's have a look.
But you can't. I think because the yarn's so speckled, you can't really see it. There you can now.
In between each rib.
Yeah, look here.
Oh, there, right, yes.
I did a slip stitch heel, flap and gusset, twisted rib like normal because I think it looks neat, and that's about it. And then I cast on 72 stitches because he's got man feet and the big feet. Yeah, that's about it. On 2.25 needles. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it is a 2 pattern repeat. And I really liked it in them actually. You could just get the gist of it and then just not look at the pattern.
All right.
All the way through.
Yeah.
So you could watch telly as you're doing it. But yeah, I do like the colour actually. Do you?
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
And that is on BFL, so it's a bit harder because Aidan's got like, when he walks, he's quite heavy footed. So like he'd go through it quite a lot. But yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they then? So yes, that's a Simple Skype Socks. They are free on Ravelry. My next finished object is, and I am selling them on my Etsy if you would like to go and buy them. But they are for a size 5, well, 4.5 to 5 feet, I'd say. And they are the Rose City Rollers, once again, by Mara Catherine Briner. And I'm selling them on Etsy.
Lovely.
They're nice. It's taken a lot.
Gorgeous.
I thought, let's just see how they sell. But then I'm looking at them, I'm thinking, I want them.
Well, I like my pair.
I've got, and I'm not joking, I must have, how many pairs of socks do I have now? 60? If not more.
60. Really?
Do you reckon?
Crikey.
I'm guessing about 60 pairs of socks.
I've actually thrown some of mine out that have holes in them. I repaired them.
I
and
knit
then
her socks,
as soon as they get a
and
hole.
Mum's got heavy feet, haven't you? And you go through she goes through them within like a month. Do you not fix them? I want to fix them.
I do. I do fix them. But then again, they wear out. So I'm not fixing them again, because then the holes just...
I think I must have about 60 pairs of socks. I have a sock box, and then I have a wham box full of other socks. So I looked at them and I thought, I do love them. I love them.
I have a tray.
But then I have so many socks. So I thought, let's just see how they... I've never sold any finished knitwear, have I?
No.
Yeah, I've never sold... Because, usually, my socks, I have to admit, I think I'm a good sock knitter. But then stuff like my shawls and my jumpers, they all have something where they've gone wrong. Do you know what I mean? And I can't be bothered going back. So that you can't... I don't know.
No, they have to be really
They have to be perfect. And, well...
As perfect as...
I'm not being big-headed, but I do think I'm quite a good sock knitter, aren't I? Look.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Very.
Like they are sellable.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm selling them. If you'd like to go and have a look. But it's weird because I'm like advertising them on my knitting channel where knitters watch, and a lot of people can probably knit their own socks. Do you get what I mean? So it's probably not the place to advertise it because everyone else can knit, can do that.
Well, yes, or maybe on Instagram or something.
Yeah, I've put them on Instagram.
Maybe.
Yeah. But they make a good Christmas present, don't they?
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine are identical, aren't they? And I like mine.
Yeah, so that's them. And you better, if you do want them, you better hurry up because they probably might actually end up on my feet if I don't sell them within another couple of days. So that's them. And then that's all my finished objects.
Really?
Yeah. That's it. And I've only got one whip, so do you want to do your whips?
Yeah, okay. Not many. Hardly any.
Oh yeah, what there? I can't remember what yarn it was, but I also knit my mum some. It's like Regia or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's up? What's wrong then? Gonna go see Poppy and Daisy soon. We are. Yeah, 1 minute.
Anyway, okay. So I'm in... Just started a string bag, of all things. I had this thing just to make something with this cotton that I've got.
How big is it going to be? Big?
Well, I can send you the picture and then you can put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be about this big. You can have short handles, long handles, so you could either have
I
it
want one.
over your thing. And what's it called?
You got 5 needles.
Well, I'm in the middle of a row, I think.
Oh, right.
The string bag by Erin Vaughan, and it's free, a free pattern, which is lovely. Stylecraft 100% cotton, that I've been actually knitting my dishcloths out of because the brain can only take so much. So dishcloths it was. And the other thing I'm knitting is another pair of your geranium.
Oh, did you have some left out of that yarn?
Well, I've managed to get 2.
I'm tired today, can't stop yawning.
2 pairs out, really.
Oh, right. With a bit of a leg as well.
Yeah, just the same.
Can I have them?
Why would you want them? You've got 60 pairs. And then nearly getting to the toe. Same thing, knit one, slip one heel. I've got that much wool left.
If you have any left, can I put it in my scrap yarn blanket?
Yeah, I don't think I will though.
You might do.
I might be even pushing it. Might be a different coloured toe. So that's all I'm doing at the moment. I was starting a scarf with the wool that you got me for my birthday, but I couldn't handle doing stripes and carrying the yarn up.
So I gave for a birthday a skein of my pink yak in the Wild Rose Fairy, and I gave her some mohair that I had. You were going to stripe the yak and then the mohair so it was sheer, were you?
Well, it was the yak.
Yeah.
Striped with the mohair. Then the yak was a lace pattern. Then continued striping with the. It was a paid for pattern.
What pattern was it?
It was by Pia Trans. I think she's from Norway, Sweden, somewhere like that.
Oh right.
She has a podcast.
So have you just
She's
pulled
got
it
a
back?
podcast called 50 Fabulous Knits.
Have you pulled it back?
Yeah. I because of the colour of the yak carried up through the mohair.
I just think the dog's gone quiet. I don't know what she's doing.
You could see me carrying up. Now, obviously,
I see.
I could cut
You could just cut it off.
I know, but look at all the ends.
You could do a magic knot.
Anyway, I pulled it back. I may start it again.
It would be nice.
And the other thing that I bought was the other wool I bought from you. Well, yeah, that was that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was what I was going to.
You could just do a shawl and hold them together.
And then I bought these from you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And that's yak.
I can't remember what I called it though now.
Oh no, really?
Raspberry bonbons. Because raspberry bonbons are blue.
Yes, they are.
Believe it or not, you wouldn't have thought they would be.
Yeah, so I thought of maybe doing a scarf with those.
The yak's really nice base, isn't it?
Another ranunculus.
Oh, right.
Everybody seems to knit
I
absolutely.
haven't done a ranunculus. I don't know why, because I think the pattern scares me a little bit.
Well,
because I don't really get it.
If I can do it, you certainly can do it.
Yeah, but I don't get how it's all one size, but then it's not one size. It's not one size, is it? Because you have to change the needles.
I think I would go up the needle size the next time.
To get a bigger fit?
Mine's a little bit too tight around here.
Is that to get a bigger fit, though?
Yes.
So you do use the same stitch count?
Yes.
The same stitch count, but go up needle sizes?
Well, that's what I plan on doing, but I don't know whether...
Because it is one size, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you can basically knit it in any wool.
Yeah. Any size.
Any needle size. I don't know.
See, it baffles me a bit because I like to...
It put me off.
When I read a pattern, I do like it to tell me exactly what to do. Not like... I'm alright sort of making some things look like I get to the sleeve and I can make a sleeve up or whatever. But when it comes to like being able to like... If I look at a pattern and it doesn't sort of tell me how to start it exactly, I get a bit stressed out about it. Do you? That would stress me out, I think.
Yeah.
Because then if you use fingering weight yarn, well then what size needles would you use? I'd always use a 3.5 for a top, I think. But then how small would it come out? Your top?
You'd have to look into it. See what other people have done.
Look, somebody's knit a ranunculus out of my yarn, and it looks beautiful. They're lovely.
Well, mine was in yours.
I know, I just get really stressed about the sizing. But people say... I'm getting loads of emails. People say it's easy. I probably should just do it.
Yes. Well, as I say, if I can do it, you certainly can.
Well, I think you're better than me, anyway.
Try it on later, anyway.
What other whips do you have? That's it?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. So, my whip, in my lovely bag that Mum got me for my birthday. Was it birthday or was it Christmas?
Christmas.
What make was it?
Squirrel.
From Squirrel. And that's a shop based in Ulverston, where we live near. I don't know if they're online. Oh, they're online. So it's this. Squirrel. And it is, and I'll put the what's it called?
Well, that's the shop I bought it from, but who made it? Let's have a look. Mary Ann Rogers.
Mary Ann Rogers. She might have a website.
Yeah, she might have a website. But it is very pretty.
The dog's just gone quiet, and I don't know where she is.
I'll go and have a look. Dottie. Oh, she's under the table.
Oh, she's under the table. I don't know why she's choosing to sit in the conservatory, really.
Oh, she's got up now, you see. You disturbed her. Come on. Good girl.
Here she comes. So, I have cast on the Lady Portia socks by Rachel Fletcher. And
What?
she's whacking her tail off the camera.
What?
We're going to give Nana a cuddle. Come on in. So, I am knitting the Lady Portia socks by Rachel Fletcher.
That's a nice colour.
And the colour. The yarn is Down Sheepy Lane, Not Today. And I think it's quite an old skein. Well, I've had it in my stash for a while. I think I got it a couple of years ago. Because it is nice, the old tag that she's updated a tag since. But it's her old tag.
Oh, lovely. They're going to be nice.
And I hand wind everything now.
Yeah, well, I sort of have.
I put it on the ball winder and it all just gets caught up anyway. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because you have to have quite a bit of space, don't you, to do it. So I don't know. But yeah, so this has a lacy sort of pattern at the front, and then it also has a bow, it's called the bow tie pattern at the back. Have you ever seen what's it called? Oh, I love it as well. I love that series. Oh wait there, what's the series called?
Series?
Yeah, the TV series.
That one,
No? Oh, I do like that one. Oh, because he's good looking. Oh, it's going to annoy me. It's going to really annoy me, that.
Dottie, leave him alone. Come here. Leave him alone, please. You sit down in the chair. Sit there.
Not Downton Abbey. It's not Downton Abbey.
Oh, Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. Blooming Bridgerton. I couldn't remember the name. So all the socks that she's done are, well, not all of them, but in this volume, they are Bridgerton. They're inspired by Bridgerton.
Right.
So this is the Lady Portia socks. Have you ever seen Bridgerton?
No.
I don't want you to watch it. It's a bit raunchy for you. Can't watch that. So the front has a lovely, I've only done two repeats of this.
So
well,
more
nearly
raunchy
3.
than Outlander then?
I'd probably say yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Crikey.
It's not something a mother should watch. So it's got little yarn over his here. What?
See, my glasses are normally on my head, but it pulls my hair out. So.
But I'll tell you what one thing annoys me, and it's not the pattern, obviously. It's me. It's my knitting. How? So there's a pearl stitch here and a pearl stitch here, so it comes away from the stockinette stitch, right? But one side is perfect. Well, sort of perfect. One side's nice and neat, and the other side it's look, can you see? It's that side's neat, and then I always get that on the other side.
Let's have a look. What do you mean?
It's looser, isn't it? That pearl stitch here. It's always looser than the other side. So there's a pearl stitch down there, and then
have you looked on YouTube how to maybe do it?
I think it's just maybe I just need to keep that stitch tighter. I'm not sure. But then because I'm not keeping that pearl stitch tight, that knit stitch next to the pearl stitch has gone funny. But yeah, something I need to work on. But the pattern is lovely. It's pretty, that, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And then the bow tie pattern at the back. So that's down the back, and then this bit's down the front. So I've done a twisted rib, and that was in the pattern, the twisted rib. And then it sort of links in with the front pattern. What?
I think she swallowed a stone.
Oh God. She'll be fine. She seems fine. Dottie! She's fine. Yeah, so she eats everything. Honestly, eats everything. Yeah. And she's gone down the back of the shed. So, yeah, so the yarn I think goes quite well with it. I wanted a yarn which was quite not full on. Do you know what I mean? So you could see the pattern down the front.
It is, it's a lovely colour, that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Cool. So that's that. That's all. And I'm doing that on 2.25 needles, 64 stitches. Yeah.
That's what I've done those on, I think.
2.25s? Oh, you usually do it on 2.5s.
I do.
I'm still really tight compared to you, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
Don't know why. Don't know why. But yeah, so that's everything. I haven't got my yarn to show what I've got in my shop. If you wanted to go and have a look. It's written down below in the box. I only have a few skeins left, but I do have a summer sale on until I go back to work on the 1st. So if you go and have a look, is it 20% off? I think it's 20% off. So yeah, so go and have a look. And obviously my socks, those socks are in the shop. What else is there? Hopefully Mum will be back next time.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Very lucky today.
You think?
Mm.
You weren't up for it this morning. I talked her into it. But yeah, so if you will like and subscribe, go and have a look at my Instagrams and have a look at my shop. Yeah. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.